All right, cool guys. You guys want to introduce yourselves real quick and tell them a little bit about that?
I'm Steve. I'm the drummer.
Okay.
I'm Devin. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Kevin. I play bass.
All right, great. And you guys are?
We're Dead Channel.
Dead Channel. And this is what, your guys' fourth show now?
Yep.
And two of them were on the same day. Yeah.
Two on the same day, right? You guys played two Arts Crawl shows, right?
Yeah, we played the after party.
Out at Houseosaurus at the co-op.
Oh, great. That was fun.
That was a good place to play.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys like the show? How'd you guys think you did?
I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a first time for us playing Roustabout, first time for us playing the Dark Horse, and Steve and I have played here with a couple of our other bands, so it's always been a good place for us to play. It's good crowds.
It's one of the few places in town that does original music, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice that there are a few places, but it's nice that this place does it.
Yeah.
Wish there was some more, but it's actually cool.
Yeah. And Roustabout. Large part of that. I wanted to play Roustabout since I was a freshman in college here. Now it's like 5 years later.
Here we are.
Finally did it.
So this is like your fourth show live?
Yep.
Was that kind of nerve-wracking, or are you guys like, nah, you're old pros right now? Fourth show, we got this.
I was a lot nervous tonight than I usually am, actually. Usually playing a show, I'm just pacing about. I can't eat or anything, but...
You ate tonight, though.
I did eat. Yeah,
What'd you have?
A veggie burger and French fries before the show, so I must be feeling good about the band.
How was the sound for you guys?
It was good. It was good. A lot better than a lot of the other shows we played, where the vocals were completely...
It's nice to actually have a sound guy. We haven't always had a sound guy.
Yeah, I bet.
Or a PA that works.
Anytime we can hear what we're playing over some speakers.
That's big in State College. It doesn't happen all the time.
It's a big plus when we can get that going for us.
We try to adhere to the Husker Du philosophy, which is expect not to have vocals so you don't rely on them. Then you show up to the shows and you hear them and it's terrible. Because we can't really hear the vocals too well at practice either. So I feel like that prepares us for shows with bad sound. But no, tonight here was really good.
Do you have anything else lined up in the next few weeks?
Nothing lined up right now, but we're always willing to play anywhere, not just at State College. So.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
If you want to fly, if you want to fly us out to, I don't know, what's an exotic? Berlin.
If you're listening, Berlin, I'm talking to you, Peru.
I've never been to either of those places. It would be a new opportunity.
Yeah.
Dead Channel.
Yeah, plug. Facebook them.
/Dead Channel Band.
Dead Channel Band, not just a dead channel.
Now that was taken by I'm not sure what. It's a reference to the novel Neuromancer by William Gibson. When we decided on the name, Steve's one reservation with it was he didn't want people thinking it was
I was
a Grateful
afraid
Dead
that
cover band.
that they would think we were a Grateful Dead cover band.
Dead Channel, bro. Uncle Tom, play Uncle Tom.
And then someone wrote an article about our Arts Crawl performance.
The guy who reviewed us for Onward State thought we were said in the interview. He said in the thing, he was like, "Oh, I thought I was going to see a Grateful Dead cover band." Your worst fears.
Well, that's Onward State, though. I mean, it's.
No, we are not a Grateful Dead cover
We
band.
gave him a good surprise.
A happy
post-punk music.
He seems to like us, despite.
Thanks to Onward State for the nice.
And so, what have you guys been listening to lately? I always like to ask bands that. Like, what are you listening to? Like, what's in your headphones?
I've been listening to a lot of Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Call Me Maybe.
I declared today a My Bloody Valentine Day.
Oh yeah, Loveless release is going on, right? The tribute album.
Yeah. I was actually I listened to everything but Loveless today, but I listened to it yesterday, so it's all good.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of New Order lately.
Okay.
In addition to Carly Rae, I've been listening to a lot of Northern Soul for me lately. A lot of those old. Just search it on Spotify and do all the playlists. Those are usually pretty good for me.
Does any of that like end up influencing your music at all? Like, is there any stuff you want to throw in from other genres or?
Like influences?
Yeah.
Well, Joy Division's obviously a big influence on us doing post-punk music and any kind of post-punk noise pop thing.
I've also been going back to the Mars Volta's first album because is a huge influence for me. He's like Bonham plus Afro-Cuban. It's just
We were doing Dum Dum Girls covers. We did a Bedroom Eyes at our Arts Crawl show and at the co-op, so that's another big one for us. Like anything, Joy Division and girl groups, I think. For Devin and I at least are the big two.
And Tom Verlaine for me is like, as a guitar player, Tom Verlaine from Television. is probably my number 1 influence in terms of like the style of guitar I want to play, and also of course Bernard Sumner from Joy D and New Order and those guys. All the like kind of
that's kind of the vein you're going for.
Art punk guys who like can play punk rock music but still be skilled at their instrument and not just play power chords. All those guys are big for me.
I've been taking a lot of influence from 90s indie rock, all the stuff on like Superchunk and all those bands from the 90s and Merge Records.
You're going back to the Sunny Day Real Estate. You're going all the way back there.
The style of play, but even more than that, just the jumping around and being hyper on stage while you're playing. That's inspiring for me. I like to steal.
Well, I come more from the Pavement school of just trying to look really bored while I'm playing and disinterested.
We bring together both the schools of 90s indie rock.
And I like to move around as much as I can while still sitting down behind drums.
That's a long tradition of the animated drummer.
Oh yeah, and Steve is really the pulse of the band as far as I'm concerned. He's the man. Yeah.
And how long you guys been playing together then?
A couple months, 2 or 3. Yeah. And I've known Kevin since my freshman year, and we'd always kind of talked about playing together or jamming or something.
It was always like Devin was in bands and I was in bands with Steve, and it took until about now for things to line up.
Yeah. And then we met up one day, played, and almost immediately, I was like, this sounds really good. And I'm really excited with the direction it's been going. We've been pumping out new material.
Yeah, Devin showed up with a bunch of songs already written, which was nice for us. But then we've also just been making stuff up on our own.
Yeah, we will play for like 27 minutes and then record it, and then we'll kind of go back and pick out the good parts from these 27-minute sessions, which I think is actually how Joy Division did it.
Yeah.
Conveniently, though, they had a singer who didn't play an instrument, his only job was to sit there, and he'd be like, "Oh, that was good." That should be the first. So we really need to get someone. We need to get someone like that.
So much.
Yeah, because you're playing and singing, right? So you have to double duty, as it were.
Yeah, which I guess is good. We're probably too instrumental to have a full-time singer because they'd just be standing around a lot.
Had that problem with some of our bands before. The full-time singer that's like, you guys are too loud. I don't really know what to do.
I saw Dream Theater once years ago, and their singer actually just completely leaves the stage for like 20 minutes at a time. They just comes back on with a bottle of water, and then everyone gets sad because they're like, "Oh, the instrumental part's ended."
That'd be a great job, though.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of sad, though. You're in this, like, selling out rock band, but then every time you come on the stage, everyone's a little bit disappointed in you. So, I think we're going to keep it a trio.
We're sorry, Dream Theater. Sorry.
No, we're not.
Fuck you, Dream Theater.
Dream Theater. You want to start a feud?
Nightmare Theater.
You always want to feud up.
Yeah.
So I think we should definitely start.
See, that's a good way to get your name out there. Start a feud with Dream Theater. No one starts a feud with Dream Theater. You guys be the first.
They don't even have a keyboardist. Like, I don't know if the guitarist knows what he's doing. It's occasionally out of key.
Drummer only uses half of his set.
Yeah, dude, I'd be scared about the Dream Police, man. You guys better watch out.
Oh, they're gonna you in your bed.
You guys gonna go to sleep tonight and like wake up like, man, that was really strange, man.
I don't sleep.
I sleep with a gun and a flashlight in either hand, just waiting, my eyes open.
Yeah, just to be ready.
I know they're coming for me.
As any shout outs you guys want to give real quickly, anybody, or like?
Definitely to Roustabout.
Bringing
us.
Sure.
Roustabout and Soma.
Soma for
giving us all of our other shows.
Definitely to Key Up and the surgical staff for sharing the stage with us.
I want to give a shout out to the surgical staff because I don't know if I'd have shows ever if they hadn't given us our first big break with Chairman Larry back in the day.
Nice.
That's true. We've played a lot. Kevin and I have played a lot of shows with the surgical staff with our other bands.
Yeah, and also to the sound guy.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah.
The Dark Horse Tavern,
That's great. Have surgical staff around if you get any injuries or anything. They're ready to help you. That's awesome.
They're actually
all
psychologists, though.
So if we have like a mental breakdown, the first verse of the last song was out of key, and everyone keeps bringing it up to us.
One of them was actually my TA when I was an undergrad for my senior seminar. I was a psych major. He didn't remember me, but he remembers me now.
So you didn't look to him and be like, nah, the student is now the teacher. And you play a riff.
Great.
That would be perfect.
I don't have to say it. He knows.
Yo, dude, thank you guys so much for getting an interview with me, man.